The countdown has officially begun for one of rugby's biggest rivalries as Dave Rennie and his All Black squad prepare for a demanding tour of South Africa, a journey that could shape the early direction of his time as head coach. After arriving in Cape Town to an unforgettable reception from thousands of passionate supporters dressed in black, the team was welcomed with an atmosphere that reflected the excitement surrounding this historic tour. Fans gathered at Cape Town Stadium to greet the players during a special public event, creating a memorable moment before the real work begins. While the celebrations highlighted the strong connection between the All Blacks and rugby supporters in South Africa, everyone inside the squad knows that emotions must now give way to preparation. In just a matter of days, they will step onto the field against the Stormers, marking the beginning of a demanding 6-week schedule that includes multiple high-pressure matches and eventually leads to the highly anticipated Test series against the Springboks. For Dave Rennie, this tour represents much more than a collection of rugby matches. It is an opportunity to establish the style, identity, and mentality of his new team while facing some of the toughest conditions international rugby has to offer. South Africa has long been regarded as one of the most challenging destinations in world rugby, not only because of the quality of opposition but also because of the physical demands, travel challenges, and unique playing environment. Every training session, every selection decision, and every tactical adjustment could influence how successful this campaign becomes. One of the biggest talking points ahead of the tour has been the absence of newly appointed captain Ardie Savea during the opening stages. Rather than asking his inspirational leader to travel immediately with the squad, Dave Rennie made the calculated decision to allow Ardie Savea additional recovery time in New Zealand before joining the team closer to the first test against the Springboks. While some supporters initially questioned the decision, the coaching staff explained that player welfare remains a priority, especially for someone who has carried a heavy workload throughout the season. Ardie Savea has been playing continuously for many months, competing at the highest level with remarkable consistency, and ensuring that he arrives fresh for the biggest matches may prove to be a smart long-term decision. Leadership responsibilities during the early part of the tour have therefore been placed in experienced hands, with veteran hooker Codie Taylor serving as tour captain. His role extends beyond what happens on the field, as he will also represent the squad during media commitments and public appearances while helping maintain unity inside the group. Experience becomes especially valuable during demanding overseas tours where travel schedules, recovery periods, and constant attention from supporters and media can place additional pressure on players. Having someone like Codie Taylor guiding the group during these opening days provides important stability while the coaching staff focuses on preparing the squad for the challenges ahead. The journey to South Africa itself was far from straightforward. Originally, the All Blacks planned to travel together as one squad through Dubai, following a familiar route used by many international teams. However, changing global circumstances forced those plans to change, requiring the squad to split into 3 separate travel groups using different routes through Hong Kong, Singapore, and Perth before finally arriving in Cape Town. Although this unexpected logistical challenge could easily have disrupted preparations, the coaching staff remained positive, ensuring every player reached South Africa safely before training officially began. Speaking after the team's arrival, Dave Rennie confirmed that every player had joined the squad except Ardie Savea, who would arrive later according to plan. Despite the complicated journey, the welcome they received immediately lifted the mood around the camp. Thousands of supporters gathered to greet the team, creating an atmosphere that reminded many players of previous successful tours. Dave Rennie described the reception as incredible, noting that players had often spoken about the special support New Zealand teams receive when visiting South Africa. Moments like these serve as an important reminder of rugby's ability to connect people across different countries through a shared passion for the game. Yet even with such enthusiasm surrounding their arrival, the coaching staff knows that popularity alone will not win matches. South Africa presents one of the most physically demanding tests in international rugby. The Springboks have built their reputation over many years through exceptional forward play, dominant scrums, powerful lineouts, aggressive defense, and relentless physical pressure. Their style challenges opponents both mentally and physically, forcing teams to remain disciplined from the opening whistle until the final minute. Any lapse in concentration can quickly be punished, especially against a side known for controlling territory and creating opportunities through set-piece dominance. Fortunately for New Zealand supporters, Dave Rennie is no stranger to facing South African teams. Throughout his coaching career with the Chiefs and later with the Wallabies, he developed a reputation for creating game plans capable of challenging some of the strongest South African sides. Rather than attempting to match sheer physicality alone, his teams have often relied on intelligent ball movement, quick decision-making, speed, and precision. That philosophy is expected to remain central during this tour. Instead of becoming involved in an exhausting physical battle on every phase, the All Blacks are likely to focus on maintaining a fast tempo, limiting unforced errors, and forcing their opponents to defend across the full width of the field. Executing such a strategy requires outstanding fitness, excellent communication, and complete trust between teammates. Every pass, every kick, and every defensive decision becomes increasingly important against opposition that thrives on capitalizing on mistakes. Recent history also adds another fascinating layer to this rivalry. The All Blacks have experienced mixed results during recent visits to South Africa, winning only 2 of their last 5 tests played there. Those statistics highlight just how difficult it can be to leave the country with victories. Every generation of New Zealand players understands the significance of succeeding on South African soil because such achievements often become defining moments in international careers. At the same time, past results do not determine future outcomes. Each new series creates fresh opportunities, different tactical battles, and new players eager to make their mark on one of rugby's greatest rivalries. As the opening match against the Stormers approaches, training intensity is expected to increase significantly. Coaches will closely monitor combinations, fitness levels, and tactical execution while ensuring players adapt to local conditions as quickly as possible. Small improvements during this preparation period could make a major difference once competitive rugby begins. Squad depth will also play a crucial role throughout the lengthy tour. With multiple fixtures scheduled across several weeks, rotation and player management become essential to maintaining performance while reducing the risk of fatigue. Every member of the touring squad understands that opportunities may arise at any stage, making every training session valuable. For younger players, this tour offers the chance to learn from experienced internationals while proving they belong at the highest level. For senior players, it provides another opportunity to demonstrate leadership under pressure and help guide the next generation of All Blacks talent. Supporters around the world will also be watching closely to see how Dave Rennie shapes the team's identity. Every new head coach brings different ideas, and fans naturally look for early signs of tactical direction, player development, and overall team culture. Although results remain important, the way the team performs will also attract attention. Confidence, discipline, creativity, and resilience are qualities supporters hope to see consistently throughout the campaign. The delayed arrival of Ardie Savea may temporarily shift attention toward other leaders within the squad, but it also highlights the coaching staff's willingness to think beyond immediate matches in pursuit of long-term success. Preserving one of the world's best players for the most important test matches could ultimately prove to be a wise investment if it allows him to perform at his highest level when the rivalry reaches its peak. As anticipation continues to build, rugby fans from New Zealand, South Africa, and across the world eagerly await the opening chapter of this historic tour. The excitement surrounding the All Blacks and the Springboks reflects decades of unforgettable contests between two of the sport's most respected nations. Every meeting carries history, pride, and enormous expectation, making each encounter feel significant regardless of rankings or previous results. For Dave Rennie, this campaign offers an early opportunity to demonstrate his vision for the future of New Zealand rugby while navigating one of the toughest assignments in international sport. The warm welcome in Cape Town has provided a memorable beginning, but the true story will unfold over the coming weeks on the rugby field, where preparation, teamwork, discipline, and smart decision-making will determine whether the All Blacks can succeed